Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's Lebanon Redevelopment Commission. We'll go ahead and call ourselves to order, and we'll begin the meeting as we do with each meeting and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, guys, thank you very much. And let the record reflect, we have full attendance this evening. So we will move ourselves directly on to the minutes. And these would be your minutes from 12/8. So December 8th of 2025. Any questions, comments, concerns? I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion we approve the minutes of 12/8/25.
Got a motion to approve?
I'll second.
And a second. All those in favor, please signify with an aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That does carry. One other item, as we do each year, and that is the appointment of officers for the calendar year 2026. I don't know exactly how you guys want to proceed. We could do each office individually, or we could do a slate, whichever you're comfortable with.
I'll make a motion that we keep the officers the same.
So we have a motion and a second, and then just for the record, I believe that has us with Corey Coots as president, Dr. Taylor as secretary, and Dick and Keith are members. Who's the VP? Craig is the VP. So the motion would be to continue that slate. We have a motion and a second. So all those in favor of that slate, please signify with an aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. All right. Whew. Hardest part of the year. We got it out of the way. We did. It's in great order over there. I can see it. Moving on, I don't see any old business on our agenda. I think we wrapped up everything at the end of the year there. So we'll move directly into new business. And we have Missy Krulik with us, the executive director of the Heart of Lebanon, to give her annual presentation to us. And take it away, Missy.
Right. Good evening, commissioners. Last year, this commission made an increased investment in our Main Street. Because of this confidence, we didn't just keep the lights on. We ignited a spark. Tonight, I'm excited to show you the tangible dividends of this investment, the new businesses that opened, the private dollars that were leveraged, and the community that we continue to create. I'm here tonight to ask you to maintain that momentum as we move from stabilizing our downtown to scaling its success. So what you have before you is our annual report for 2025, and I'll just go through each one of them. In 2025, of course, we welcomed some new businesses. We welcomed 4 new restaurants, 1 new retail establishment, and 4 new service businesses. We also see an increased expansion success in our downtown. Instead of businesses moving out, they're expanding. We have, in the previous years, we've had this success with Fire and Fern Apothecary, and also Liberty James. They've just moved locations with our downtown to be able to expand their footprint and their business. We're now seeing that with Ferris Wheel Music Studio and Store. She is going to be expanding her business into a new building this year, which we're really excited about. We see Boone County Cake Company continue to outgrow their facility and expand. Clues Brews is actually expanding his operation as well with a new business. And we have one that's yet to be announced yet that are established businesses in the downtown. So I think that really shows that businesses can be successful in our downtown, and they can grow if we have the space available for them to go. Also, we had 2 businesses that changed hands in 2025. We had The Cupboard change hands and Blooms by Sandy, which is now called The Garden. So those were successful businesses that were able to continue on with new ownership. In 2026, we already have 3 new restaurants that are planning on coming into the downtown in the construction phase right now. And then also a yoga studio that is under construction as well. In 2025, we created partnerships. We host a lot of activities and events, and we were able to service 32 nonprofits through those endeavors, whether that be having a booth at our farmers market, having a candy station at Mischief on Meridian, having a place to play at Christmas on the Square, or being able to engage in a placemaking opportunity in our downtown and share a little bit about their organization. So we're really, really proud of that. Some examples of those nonprofits are the Cub Scouts, Boone County 4-H, The Cabin, Friends of Lebanon Schools, the Lebanon Arts Council, Love Inc., Friends of the Lebanon Public Library, the Salvation Army, and the list goes on. We were also able to provide engagement with the community with some 26 governmental entities. Some of those would include the Lebanon Fire Department, Boone County EMS, the Sheriff's Department, Lebanon Public Library, Boone County Solid Waste, Lebanon Utilities was at a lot of our farmers markets this year, Indianapolis Metropolitan Planning Organization, Indiana Department of Insurance. So a lot of partnerships with those entities that we're able to get out in our community with the activities and events that we do. This past year, again, events, we hosted 45 community events. This is up approximately 10 events from the previous year. You'll notice we have our regular events, which is the Farmers Market, Christmas on the Square, Music on the Plaza, Mischief on Meridian, and we added some new events this last year that were really successful. We had the Winter Market, which is continuing this year. It's an indoor farmers market. This year it's every Saturday in January and February, and just really gives it helps our businesses, Four Finger Distillery, Just Love Coffee Cafe, and the Gathering House Grill brings people into that establishment, and then also gives those small home-based vendors a leg up in order to sell their wares, and then also hopefully produce them into a brick and mortar business. We hosted the Jolly Trolley and the Not So Jolly Trolley, which was a lot of fun, taking riders around the downtown and down to Memorial Park to see the lights. We did Witches on Wheels, which activated our Big Four Trail. We rode from downtown Lebanon to Sugar Creek's Arc Center and back, so 20-mile bike ride by moon and under the full moon. So that was a lot of a fun family event that we were able to do. We did the mocktail stroll, which we're getting ready to do again this Saturday, which was a lot of fun, a great an event to get a mocktail and stroll around the downtown and visit our retail establishments. So that went really well. We also did a ladies weekend. We hosted ladies from around the state and a lot from Lebanon in the downtown, and we did all kinds of book events all weekend long. So that was a lot of fun to host those ladies. We did a lot of creative classes. We hosted some dinners and a brunch and just showed them a great time in downtown Lebanon. New in 2026, we have the Downtown Dinner Club that's getting ready to kick off this Thursday. We're inviting community members to reserve a spot and come and have dinner together at one of our downtown restaurants. So, and the downtown restaurant is providing something special for just that night for those people who are in the Downtown Dinner Club. We're also doing Decades of Music Festival. This year is the Heart of Lebanon's 10-year anniversary. So we're centering things around decades. And so we're doing the Decades of Music Festival. That will be kind of like a porch fest that you can go around to different locations in the downtown and listen to different decades of music. So I thought that would be kind of fun. And then also with our Witches on Wheels night ride this year, we're going to be hosting a night market. So just a fun thing to do in October. We also facilitated 1,209 volunteer hours. This includes community members who came out to volunteer, our board of directors, and then also we host college interns in the summer and a high school intern during the school year. So engagement with some of our students. So. We also, of course, do placemaking initiatives. We did 6 projects this year. We were involved in 6 projects, which is a total of $48,500 in investment. Some of those projects included our quilt banners that were in the downtown throughout the summer and most of the fall. This celebrated the All Indiana Shop Hop. It was the first year for it, so we wanted to celebrate that and lift up our local quilt shop because we knew there were going to be people coming from all over the state of Indiana and wanted to welcome them there. We also did our dog waste containers. We didn't have any dog waste containers in the downtown, so you can see that pop art dog waste containers. We added those to the downtown and monitor those and supply those with bags. We also provided Carlisle Borders. If you remember, with Alley Oop, he's featured in Alley Oop as the first African-American basketball player to play for Lebanon High School. He was in an unmarked grave. So as an extension of our Alley Oop project, we did some crowdfunding and raised money to purchase him a beautiful headstone for his grave out at Oak Hill Cemetery, and then had a dedication ceremony and just a really moving event to uplift our African-American community and celebrate what Carlisle Borders means to our community. So that was a really, really meaningful thing that we did this year. And then also we did a temporary placemaking. If you drove through the downtown in October, you noticed there were skeletons all over the place on benches, and we teamed up with businesses and nonprofits to dress those skeletons up, and it was so much fun seeing the community interact with those, and everyone who participated in that had a great time. And then also we were collaborative partners with the Lebanon Mural and the Lebanon Story Booth. Our new projects in 2026 is our downtown wayfinding signage. You can see a photo of that. We're just getting ready to order those. We did find a partner to help us with those. And so that's something that there's going to be 4 wayfinding signages coming to the downtown. So we're excited about that. One side's a map, the back side's a bulletin board, so people can list what's going on in the community. And then also, as you may know, we got the designated downtown refreshment area approved at the end of last year. So we'll be working to get that up and going this year. And then also, again, we'll be doing our temporary art display that we do every year. There are currently 7 buildings under construction in the downtown, and then 2 of them were completed in 2025. And so we think that by what we're doing is giving people the confidence to invest in our downtown. We have the projects that you're already aware of, the Lido and Collier's Corner, the Eichmann Building. We have the Lebanon Ballet School that's almost complete. Boone County Cake Company continues to invest in their property. And then the Boone County Courthouse, they got all new windows this year and just signed a contract to clean up the limestone and do some work on the facade of that building. And then the two buildings that were completed and opened in 2025 was Moody and Company, which was we call it the Gold and Silver Building. I'm guessing we'll call it the Moody Building now. So that's a beautiful restoration, remodel, new build, all in one that's in the downtown. And then, of course, Discover Boone County finished their building. And again, that's a beautiful facility. In 2026, we received an Indiana Main Street and Ball State Design Assistance Grant. That means that this semester, 4 properties in the downtown will receive design assistance and will receive from the students a design of the facade. So we were thankful to be able to get that grant and be able to provide that for 4 of the buildings in the downtown. Other things is social media. We had 2.45 million views on our social media last year. We have a total of 18,213 followers. Just for fun, I thought I'd list our top 3 viewed posts for last year. One was a snow reel. I posted a reel of it snowing in downtown. The second highest was Trace Agave's opening. And the third was the Lebanon mural project. So just kind of gives you an idea of what people are interested in. They love our downtown. They love it when businesses open, and they love it when buildings are improved. Community feedback, we were able to collect 226 surveys. This included our DORA surveys, and then at our events, we would put QR codes asking for feedback from the community at the event so we could make it better. And then recognition, last year we had the WNBA scavenger hunt. We were contacted by them and they wanted to include Alley Oop into their scavenger hunt. It's a statewide scavenger hunt. So that was really exciting. And then, of course, we go on the Indy news stations to promote Lebanon and our events there. We were in print news in Howard, Clinton, Boone, and Hendricks County, and then did radio shows in Boone and Clinton County. So when you look at the events, the social media reach, and the buildings currently under construction, and the businesses that are eagerly wanting to move in, what you're seeing is a unified ecosystem. We aren't just doing projects and hosting events. We are creating the environment where private developers feel safe investing millions because they see a vibrant, active community. We provide the soul that makes brick and mortars valuable. To continue this momentum and ensure that the progress we've made continues, we are requesting a $100,000 investment for the 2026 fiscal year. Let's keep building something incredible together. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you very much, Missy. Any questions from the commission for Missy or comments about anything she went over?
Your work is excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely exciting. And of course, I do sit on the Heart of Lebanon board, as we all know. But 2025 was a huge year for us, and it's continuing into 26. So stay tuned for an invite to an annual gala that's a little bit different than you've seen because this is the 10-year anniversary. So a lot of great things happening and continued evolution in downtown. So thank you very much for all that you do, Missy.
And you spoke at a national conference too about some of this stuff, correct?
I did speak 2 years ago
That was 2 years
at a
ago.
national conference about Alley Oop. Alley Oop's getting a lot of recognition, so it's great.
Yeah, so just so you know as well, this coming Saturday, January 17th, the NCAA Final Four is in Indianapolis this year, and they're doing a touring fan jam, and they are going to be set up in our downtown as well. So, getting looks from the WNBA, NCAA, some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I was Googling Alley Oop the other day and ran across somebody's blog post that they were in Lebanon and they wrote about Alley Oop. So it's pretty cool.
If there are no other comments or concerns, questions, so Missy's request was the 100,000. That would match what last year was, so no increase from year over year on that. I obviously will be abstaining from any votes just because I do hold that board position. So I would entertain any motions.
Has that been our contribution for how many years now?
So that was an increase last year, correct?
Were there any funds remaining that unspent that could carry over? And I ask only, do we need to approve that carryover? Not, do I care whether you spend it or not?
It was all distributed from the RDC to Hart. So there is a balance in the bank account, yes. But that's just carryover operations.
That will not be included in this 100,000 request.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. That's the clarification I needed.
I'll make a motion that we provide $100,000 again this year for the harder.
So we have a motion for the appropriation. Do we have a second? So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify with an aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Thank you very much. That does carry.
Thank you.
And as I said, 2026 is going to be an amazing year. So thank you for all that you do, Missy, and all the hard work you put into the downtown. And
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And commissioners, thank you for your support as well. I'm not going to let you talk yet, Tanya.
I just need coffee.
Commissioners, obviously there's a lot that goes on in downtown, and without the support of this commission, that becomes much more difficult. So thanks for your continued effort and support there as well. Awesome. Well, the great news is that is the only agenda item we have for this evening. So I would actually take ourselves down to paying our bills, and I would entertain a motion on the claims.
Make a motion, will you pay the claims?
Got a motion to pay the claims. Do we have a second?
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify with an aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That does carry. And final for the evening, unless anyone has anything else for the good of the group, would be got a motion to adjourn and a second. All those in favor, please signify with an aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. We will see you in February.